Don't tell him I told you. But I knew all along that's where Sam would be going. Anything dirty in Malta ran through that mansion. Kobin's whole operation was based there, and he turned the place into a fortress. Which, to be fair, it pretty much was to start with. And that was before he filled the place with jumpy guys toting automatic weapons. But Sam knew Kobin was in there. And that he might know something about what happened to his daughter. So, Sam was going in, no matter what.
What's up guys, this is CowBrowser here, and welcome back to more Splinter Conviction. This is part 2. You just saw Sam Fisher there smashing up his beautiful SUV. That is to get a broken piece of glass, which we can use to peek underneath the door. This is handy for the first half of the game, definitely. You can mark people under it, you can zoom, you can just check the place out. By the way, that door is actually locked until you use the mirror underneath it, and then it magically unlocks. It's Ubisoft logic, the first example I think in the game of Ubisoft logic, I guess. So you're going to jump over here, 3 guys. We're going to drop on the first guy, that gives us our execute. These 2 guys here you don't have to worry about. You can kill them if you want, but personally I'm going to be doing pretty much, not a speed run, but as quick as possible through this game. I'm going to be going through the quickest paths. I'm not going to be killing every guard that isn't necessary to kill. There's 2 guys in a room over there, but we're going to ignore them. We're going to take 1 guy out here. And we're going to move to the left. We're going to go into this room. There's going to be 2 guys. We're going to mark both and execute both. So we're going to mark 1 and 2. Be careful, one of those is standing behind these glass little display cases here. If you shoot through one of those, it's going to attract a lot of attention, which you do not want. You're going to hop over here. Just before I move on, if you go down those stairs, there's a little reference to the co-op campaign in this game. I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys, but anyone who's played the game before will know what I'm on about. We're going to go for the weapon stash here. I just created a new Xbox profile to play this game, because I didn't want to give you guys any advice on weapon selection, you know, weapons that you haven't actually unlocked, so it's like starting from scratch. Here's what I'm doing. My personal favourite weapon in the game is the 5.7, and I would highly recommend you use that as soon as it becomes unlocked, because it is 4 mark and execute, which this only has 2 here. The 4 marks is insanely handy later on in the game. We're going to drop on this guy. We're going to execute these 2 guys. And we're going to come up here. There's going to be 1 guy alone, and we're going to knock him out here and get our execute back. Alright, we're going to hop over here. This is a lot of fun. This is the fun part. This here, these are called traps. You can shoot these, they drop on the enemy, they kill him. It's going to kill probably 2, I'd say, maybe 3. So we're just going to mark those in case it doesn't kill all of them. Alright, we're just going to execute the last guy, because he's a jerk and didn't want to die. Alright. Down the hall here on the left there's going to be a table. You're going to get 3 EMP grenades. These are really cool in this game. They're like flashbangs, but they're slightly better because the guys don't actually have to be looking at them for them to stun the enemies. And they knock out all lights and that sort of thing. So they're pretty handy. Don't be afraid to use them. You get 3 and you're not going to use, you know, they're not going to, it's not wasteful to use them, is I guess what I'm saying. There's going to be 3 guys coming down here. We are going to drop on this guy to get the execute. Alright, we got the execute. I wouldn't suggest using the execute on these 2 guys, simply because they kind of stand around and wait for you to shoot them in the head. They're complete idiots, but you have to be kind of... Ah, I'm sorry, guys. That's not gonna happen again. Alright, we're just gonna take this guy out. Alright, that's what was supposed to happen last time. Oh man, this is... Okay, they're all over the place now. So we're gonna mark these two guys. Execute these two guys. We're gonna move into the next room. And go up this pipe here. You never really get caught running through here up into this pipe. I played this game in all 3 different difficulty levels, and even in realistic, you never get caught. Or at least I never have been. So I apologize if anyone does get caught. Alright, we're going to drop on this guy. We're going to mark that guy. Drop on this guy. One idiot. I think that's... Yeah, that's it. Just to... A pointer for you guys, these fire extinguishers on the wall here, these are more traps. If a guy's standing next to one of these and you shoot it, it's going to blow up and it will knock out anyone near it. I don't use them too much because they tend to attract a lot of attention. I gotta say, as I'm playing all these video games like this and Army of Two and GTA and all these games, there is a really bad fire extinguisher company somewhere that is making a living from selling really shoddy, flammable, explosive fire extinguishers. I want you, anyone out there who's like an expert on fire extinguishers, please let me know in the comments what actually happens if you shoot a fire extinguisher. It is one of my questions in life. It is my goal in life to figure that out. Alright, you're going to grab the guy out the window, as you just saw me do there a second ago. And to give you your execute, you're going to execute these two guys. So yeah, if you're an expert on fire extinguishers, please let me know. I would presume if you shoot it, it just leaks, but I don't know, maybe it explodes. You're gonna pull this anyway. You're gonna pull this guy out the window. There's 4 or 5 guys in here. One of them you can't kill because he's an interrogation move. So we're gonna shoot this guy. We're gonna mark these 2 guys. The reason for marking these 2 guys is it's to keep an eye on them as they're running around, because I'm going to start pulling them out the window. So it's good to just have the little markers to keep an eye on to make sure you don't get caught out, so you can keep an eye on where they're. I'm going to pull him out the window. This is the best bit of the game, pulling guys out the window. And, oh, where are you going, man? Alright, we're going to pull this guy out here when we can. Alright, there we go. And there's one more guy. God, these guys are just so dumb. Alright, this is the last guy. This is the guy you have to interrogate. I'm going to throw an EMP grenade, jump in and run over and interrogate him. Before I do that, I just want to thank you very much for watching part 2 of this. Part 3 will be up really soon. I'm going to let this interrogation scene and cinematic kind of piece just play us out here. And thanks for watching. And please subscribe if you can.
Andre Kobin, were you saying something about my daughter?
Oh, God, no. Yeah, I was just messing with you, man. I didn't mean it. I swear I didn't mean it.
Then make it up to me. Tell me why you killed her.
I can't tell you. All you can do is kill me. It was just a job. They just gave me a picture and told me to provide a body. That's all it was, a dump job.
They isn't good enough. Who were you working for?
I can't tell you. I'm still working for them. They'll gut me if I tell you.
They're not the ones you should be worried about right now.
You don't get it, Fisher! They're bigger than you. They're bigger than me. Don't you see? They told me you were coming.
Drop it, Fisher! Drop it now! You won't be hurt!
Sam, you need to go with them.
The hell I do.
Please. You have to trust me on this one.
If you're talking to the Ice Queen, Fisher, I'd advise you to listen. She knows all sorts of things you'd be interested in. What took you so fucking long?
Don't move! Hands in the air! Fisher! Nice and easy!
Man, this is Ghost Hawk 1. We've secured Panther and are ready to return to base.
All right, Grim. You get this one. But if it's a setup...
Son of a...